Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
So good. Thank you all for joining this Zoom today. It's wonderful to see many of you here ready to contribute to discussions. So I hope this conference will serve a platform for all of us to share knowledge that will drive a more equitable and impactful for everyone. Well, the next agenda is opening. Before we start our conference today, let's start our event by basmalah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Now, to start our sessions, I'm excited to introduce Group 1, who will be sharing the research. So, without further ado, for the first group, please begin your presentations.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Good morning all. I hope we are in the good health. And has been bustle of this past modern life, we are often faced with unexpected challenge and opportunities. One of the issues that caught our attention and which we would like to share today is about digital literacy and English in the 21st century and the problem-solving strategies that exist this case. Before proceeding to the previous discussion, let me first introduce my group. There's me, Luthfiah, Rizka, as the opener of this presentation. There's Rabiyatul Adawiyah as speaker 1, Tsabita Ananda Putri as speaker 2, and Ryu Bayu will be the last speaker. Next slide, please. Again, in this increasingly connected world, access to digital information is key to success. However, one reality we cannot ignore is the dominance of English in the digital world. How many of us have found it difficult to access important information simply because of the language barrier? This digital divide, especially for non-native English speaker, is the focus of our research. We did a little research and discussion to understand more about the usage gap in digital literacy, especially for those who are not native English speaker. The result which we will present today reveals some interesting findings and effective strategies to address this issue. Then, to deepen our understanding, let's listen to the presentation of this material, which will provide a deeper understanding for us. To the first speaker who will discuss this finding material, Rabiyatul Adawiyah, this time is yours.
Okay, for our first findings, so for our findings is about the dominance of English in digital literacy is a challenge for non-native speakers. So there are four. There's four challenges faced by non-native English speakers. So for the first challenge is marginalizations of non-English speaking communities. Okay, is limited, access to importance digital content. So it makes it hard to access digital contents, especially when we want something to research for. And then the second is about, the second limited culture and then intellectual representations, and then lack of diversity in cultural perspective. So because we have a different culture in many aspects, so it makes it hard for to understand other culture in English. And the third is about barriers to using technology for language learning. So it refers to difficulties in utilizing digital tools for language acquisitions. And then because that we are faced with problems such as barriers to using technology for language learning, so it makes it hard to explore anything, especially for non-native speakers. So when we want to search something, because we have a gap a language for each other, so it's really hard to ask if you want to explore anything in digital contents. And the last one about barriers to promoting inclusivity. So inclusivity, all types of people, things, or ideas, and treating them all variety and equality. So the definitions about inclusivity is mean like we give our respect for another cultures or another people that they have their own different backgrounds or cultures. So refers to challenge in creating user-friendly multilingual and interfaces. And then the impact for this exactly including like okay, limited access to crucial resources and knowledge, and then concern about linguistic diversity and equitable representation. So for the next material will be presented by uh, Tsabita.
There's the oh is there's the screen.
Yeah.
Hi. So sorry. Um. So thank you, Rabia, that have shared about the challenges for non-native. Now I'd like to share you about the strategy that can bridge digital literacy, especially for non-native. So we all know crucial digital literacy in today's world. However, for not accessing and understanding digital often present significant barriers. Therefore, we need to focus on the strategy. So I'll share the strategy. There's a four strategy. The first is development of local content. We need information like news, tutorial, or government service that readily available in multiple languages, not just translated, but the cultural relevant. And the second, multilingual digital literacy programs. So this program should teach practical skill like using email or online banking that in a way that easy to understand and accessible to these diverse the learners. And the third is access to a translation tool. So while online translator are helpful, they aren't perfect. We need to ensure access to accurate tools and training on how to use them actively. And the last is support for educators. So teachers need training to effectively teach digital literacy for non-native. Considering language acquisitions and cultural nuances. So by implementing this strategy, we can build a more inclusive and empowering digital society where every individual has an equal opportunity to thrive and participate fully. So that's all that I can share to you, the strategy. So nice, my partner Ryu Bayu will share something interesting. So Ryu Bayu, time is yours. Bagus bingung tahu.
All right, guys. In conclusion, while aiding global communication, English dominance in the digital sphere risks marginalizing non-English speakers and limiting cultural diversity. Promoting multilingualism, intercultural understanding, and inclusive technologies is essential to creating a fairer and more inclusive digital future. And then we are going to recommendation. All right. These are the recommendation to you all who wants to improve your digital literacy, especially on non-native speaker. First, you can encourage the creation and provision of digital content in multiple languages. This can improve accessibility for non-English speaking communities. Next, educate users about the importance of linguistic diversity and how it can enrich the digital experience. Then work with educational institutions and libraries to provide access to more inclusive and diverse digital educational resources. Last, encourage policymakers to consider developing policies that support equitable access and representation of language on digital platform. Yeah.
So
all right, that's all.
yeah, okay. So this all is all for my groups, for our groups. So if we are mistake, sorry. And then Thank you very much for your attention and then enjoy for our presentation.
All right, thank you for the group ones. So for the next discussions, group two, Alya and friends, time is yours.
Okay, thank you Tsabita for the opportunity. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, in the current era of globalizations, the development of integration technology in the teaching and learning process has developed rapidly. So the use of technology in learning has become necessity in the teaching and learning environment in the current technological era. So that's why I would like to discussing about using Canva to implement the digital literacy in English learning by group 2 from 3A. So the members of the group are Nurul, Alya, Kamila, Zulfa Nur Malikah, it's me, and Lamia, Nasyira. Thank you. Next. The overview from this topic, there are 4 things that we are wanted to deliver. The first one is introductions that will be delivered by me. Introductions is what we want to talking about the topic itself, and the findings, it will be delivered by Lamia, Nasyira to answer the questions that we are searching before, and the conclusions and recommendations will be representing by Nurul, Alya, Kamila. The conclusion itself is what we have talking, and we conclude. So yeah, the introductions. If you wondered what is digital literacy, so the digital literacy is when someone understands is how to use the internet properly, also they understand each platforms that have positive and negative impacts for themselves, and know what the devices and skills that used in platforms. So the advancements in technology have transformed teaching and learning practices in recent years that makes it more accessible, enjoyable, and exciting. So the Canva is the technology that has potential to support English language learning, and it's widely used for creating language learning media. And the 2 questions that we have found, there are: how effective is the use of Canva to boost the students' reading ability for English learning in the digital literacy era? And are there any significant change for students after implementing Canva as their medium in English foreign language classes? So the motivations behind this research stems from the increasing integrations of digital tools in education, particularly for language learning. And the 2 questions above will be answered by Lamia, Nasyira. Lamia, Nasyira, time is yours.
Thank you, Zulfa. And now I would like to share about the findings from research, and begin from how effective is the use of Canva to boost the students' reading ability for English learning in digital literacy era. First, Canva helps students improve motivation and engagement, since Canva has interactive features and visually appealing design that can make an English learning more enjoyable, and it's encourage students to be proactive to participate. And Canva also allows students to be better understand and understand English concept through automated and visually structured materials. And last, Canva also provide practical tools by template that 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 can complex topic more simple, and this accessibility make Canva more as more active media for learning activity. And next, now let's move to student change for students implementing as their major in English for class. Okay, first, Canva helps students improve their digital literacy skills by enabling them to navigate and use Canva tools effectively, and as a result, they show improved comprehension and better application of English language concept. And last, like what I already said, that Canva has interactive features and visually appealing design that can make learning more engaging, and that's make students more active to participate and make learning English more enjoyable. And that's all for me. And for the conclusion, it's presenting by my friend Aulia. Aulia, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Lamia. And after listening to the discussion about digital literacy and the use of Canva presented by Lamia, we can conclude that the use of Canva to boost students' reading ability for English learning in the digital literacy era has proven to be effective. It shows that Canva improves student motivation and engagement, as well as enhance their understanding and mastery of the English language. This practical and effective learning medium also facilitates comprehension and application of language concepts through digital literacy, enabling students to navigate and utilize Canva tools effectively. Canva's interactive and visually appealing features make learning more enjoyable and stimulate active participation from students. Students must possess a high level of digital literacy to effectively utilize this technology. With the apparent progress of digital technology, lagi presentasi. Sorry. Students must possess a high level of digital literacy to effectively utilize this technology. With the apparent progress of digital technology, every student is urged to continue adapting to different learning interests, such as completing multiple college assignments, starting digital enterprises, and maintaining or gaining numerous work opportunities. Canva serves as an effective learning medium for improving English language skills, highlighted by its features and templates that simply the creation of visual materials like posters, infographics, and presentation. This not only supports English language learning, but also enhances students' creativity and engagement. And next, recommendation. After listening to the entire presentation, we as the presenters recommend that this technology allows students to repeat what is given and utilize Canva for reading tasks and creative projects to improve language skills and digital literacy. For teachers, this is also very helpful because regularly use Canva in English lessons to enhance students' reading skills through interactive visuals, so they didn't have to repeat what has been given. And for the readers, the study heavily will give the readers experience and information about students' digital literacy and English communicative competence. And that concludes our discussion on digital literacy and English in the 21st century, using Canva to implement digital literacy in English learning. Thank you for listening and your attention. That's all from Group 2.
You group 2. Next is
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Today, we will discuss a topic that is very related to today's life, namely digital platform and social media related to digital literacy in the 21st century. With the innovation of digital technology, they now affect the way we communicate, especially in English.
Next. Dia masuk dicek.
Introduction, social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok have transformed how we communicate, and this is introducing terms like selfie, viral, and DM into everyday language. While this platform makes communication casual and fun, but however, they also offer opportunities for language learning by exposing users to real life English, and educators can leverage this trend while emphasizing formal language skills. Understanding social media's impact is crucial for navigating modern communication. Next.
Okay, so our topic is the global influence of English. The first point is English has become a global language, inspiring many people to learn it diligently for various purposes, such as communication, economics, education, technology, law, and entertainment. Today, English is not just mean of communication, but it is also a gateway to opportunities in global market and facilitating access to information across diverse fields. And second point is social media activities influence different language skills, showing significant improvement in reading, listening, speaking, writing, pronunciation, spelling, and critical or creative thinking. That means this platform provides accessible way to enhance vocabulary and fluency, positively impacting literacy skill. And moreover, the reach of global social media means that learner can connect with native speaker and diverse communities, enriching their understanding of cultural nuances and idiomatic expression. And the last is exposure to English on social media, such as interacting with native speaker, reading English posts, or watching videos, creates meaningful opportunities for language practice and development. So beyond language acquisition, social and digital platform also contribute to improving users' overall educational level.
Next. Next we'll presented by me, Najwa Raihana. Let's talk about exposure to regional dialect and accent. First, global connectivity in linguistic diversity. An extraordinary level of connectivity and access to diverse language landscape has been brought about by the 21st century. English language usage and digital literacy have been significantly impacted by the increasing exposure to regional accents and dialect brought about by global interconnection. Given that English is still often used in worldwide communication, navigating this constantly shifting linguistic landscape requires an understanding of the interaction between regional variation and digital fluency. Second, impact of digital platforms on language learning. According to research, students interact with English through a variety of digital media platforms such as social media and video content. Because digital content is infinite,
Learners can engage with a variety of linguistic elements, increasing their motivation and sense of autonomy when learning a language. Like podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, and another digital platforms have developed into centers of linguistic diversity. Like British slang, for example, has become widely used on TikTok thanks to short, funny videos in which creators define or demonstrate terms like booted and chust. And the third, there is digital media and cultural narratives. Social media, music, and online gaming play a role in integrating this variation into modern culture. Digital media embrace authenticity by enabling content creators to speak in their own voices, in contrast to traditional media, which frequently use standardized language for both consumption. Regional accent and dialect are now more widely recognized and evident as a result of this change, reflecting the cultural and linguistic diversity of English speakers worldwide. And next, we'll present it by Radit. Oh, by Nufus.
Okay, next. Okay, the next is blending words. So the blending words is, according to Katamba, explained they are compounds made in an unorthodox way by joining chunks of word forms belonging to two distinct lengths. And in simple terms, a blending words is the combining part of two or more words to form new meaning. This is commonly used in social media and messaging platforms, allowing people to communicate in more concise. And in addition, blending words influence informal communication. Also, the next we can see the example from the blending words. For the first is brunch. The brunch is breakfast plus lunch. This is a meaning of a meal eaten late in the morning, combining breakfast and lunch. The next is hungry, hungry and angry, meaning the state of being irritable or angry due to hunger. So, digital platform often promote casual conversation, such as these blending words as an example. The existence of blending words make language more efficient, creative, and adaptable, reflecting the fast-paced nature of online communication. So the next will be presented by Raditya.
Learning English informally online. First of all, how is informal learning different? Unlike formal and Unlike formal classroom settings, online engagement involves interaction across multiple skills. This immersive environment creates a unique language learning experience that allows learners to engage with authentic materials, encounter real-life language use, and develop their skills in a more natural and contextualized way. The fact that viewing television series online in English, for example, is now a leisure activity which for many people occupies hundreds of hours annually. And that takes place in interaction with many other listening, reading, and writing, and sometimes speaking. And sometimes speaking activities means that the way language learning takes place in this context may be quite different from classroom learning or even just learning informally from a single source such as a subtitled television. Yes, according to Tomasello, Larson, Freeman, and Cameron, the key skill that one might learn from online informal learning is as follows. One may understand conversation or scenes. One may recognize meaning or sarcasm from tone, body language, and context. One may learn new vocabulary, phrases, and as well as understanding when to use them. And finally, one may be aware of new words, slang, and phrases, and integrating them into their understanding.
Next.
In conclusion, the impact of social media and other digital platforms on English communication is profound but also varies. These platforms have changed the way that people interact with the English language, from introducing new words and phrases or even creating new ones. It affects the way that we learn the English language informally. Social media plays a big role that thrusting learners into the real world English exposure and from diverse accents, dialects, and contexts. This approach makes language learning natural and engaging. It reflects how people acquire language in real life through interaction, observation, and practice.
And then
And that should wrap up our presentation for our group. Thank you for listening. Next up should be presented by Group 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. It's a pleasure to present to you all. My name is Syahrani. I'm here with my colleagues Afra, Ayu, and Fauziyyah. Together, we have worked on digital literacy and English in 21st century. Each of us will be covering different aspects of the topic. I will be discussing about introduction and conclusion of digital literacy. Afra will be discuss about first key finding. Ayu will be discuss the second key finding, and Yaya will be discuss about recommendation. We hope that at the end of this session, you will have better understanding of digital literacy and English in 21st century. We encourage you to engage with the material as we go along. Next. So, in today's interconnected world, digital literacy, the ability to use technology and the internet effectively, is essential for success, and English plays as a central role as the dominant language online. While English enables access to information, education, and jobs, it also creates challenges for non-native speakers who may struggle to navigate the digital world. Next. This presentation explores how English has become key to digital literacy and suggests solutions to bridge the gap for non-native speakers, such as creating multilingual content, using language learning tools, and offering inclusive digital literacy programs. These steps aim to create a more accessible and inclusive digital space for everyone. And for the next discussion will be delivered by Okay, so the first finding is about the role of English as a dominant language in digital literacy. The first one is English as a friend. English is a common language that helps people from different countries communicate. In the digital context, through social media, email, and forums. Many non-native speakers learn English to join online conversation more easily. The second is technology and innovation. Modern technology comes from English-speaking countries. Words like browser, download, search engine are understood everywhere. Knowing English is important for anyone who wants to succeed in the tech world. And the third is global business environment. English is the main language for global business. Many companies, from startups to big corporations, use English for communication and trade. Learning English can help you find better job opportunities in international companies. The fourth is digital media and entertainment. English dominates movies, TV shows, and music, especially from countries like the United States and United Kingdom. Streaming platforms and social media are full of English content. So understanding the language make it easier to enjoy and learn from global entertainment. The fifth is educational access and resources. Universities and online courses often use English. Many learning platforms like MOOCs offer English-based content. To access the best education and resources, learners around the world need English skills. And the last one is cultural exchange and global citizens. English allows people to share ideas, learn about other cultures, and join global conversation. It helps create understanding and builds a sense of connection between people from different countries. And the next finding will be discussed by Ayu.
Okay, thank you. The second findings about the strategies to bridge the divide for non-native speakers. The average person spends about 6 to 5 hours online daily, and as internet use grows, more people rely on digital access to government services. While digital technologies have made text easier, there is still a significant digital divide, especially in rural and low-income areas. To bridge the digital divide, especially for non-native speakers, several strategies can be implemented. Here are some key approaches. The first, development of multilingual digital content. Creating digital tools in many languages help people access information. Tools like Google Translate are helping bridge language barriers and exactly allowing non-native speakers to understand the information in their native languages. The second, language learning technology. Apps like Duolingo and Babbel help people learn English with games and lessons. In addition, English lessons to digital programs help non-native speakers use digital tools better. The third, inclusive digital literacy programs. Digital programs should teach skills in different languages. This helps everyone become good at using digital tools and platforms. The fourth, collaborative effort for digital inclusivity. Governments, schools, and tech companies should work together to make the internet accessible to everyone, no matter the language non-native speakers use. And the fifth, community engagement and support. Local workshops can teach digital skills in ways that fit the community's needs. It is helping English speakers use digital tools more easily. Okay, the next presentation will be presented by Fauziyyah Auliya.
Okay, the next is recommendations. Recommendation is help non-native English with digital literacy. The following actions are recommended. For the first, multilingual platform. Create digital platform in a various language to make information accessible to non-English speakers. And the second, language learning apps. Use apps like Duolingo in literacy programs to help people learn English and digital tools better. And the third, multilingual training. Teach digital skills in multiple languages to help non-English speakers navigate online platforms. And the fourth, collaborative efforts. Government, school, and technology companies should work together to improve digital access for all. And the last is localized programs. Develop programs that teach digital skills in local language, tailored to cultural needs. So the next, presented by Syakhna.
For the conclusion, digital literacy is important for success, but the dominance of English online can be challenging for non-native speakers. While English gives access to many resources, it also creates barriers for those who don't speak it well. Solutions like creating content in more languages, using language learning tools, and offering digital literacy programs can help. By addressing these barriers, we can make the digital world more accessible for everyone. And thank you all for your attention and for taking time to be with us today. We hope the information presented has been helpful and informative. Once again, thank you for your time. We appreciate the opportunity to share our work with you. We look forward to any feedback or thoughts you may have. So for the next presentation will be delivered by Group 5.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for Group 4 and all the participants here for giving us the opportunity to present today. So today, our topic will be exploring the topic about the importance of digital literacy and 21st century competency development for pre-service English teachers. So our member is consists of Annisa Sulistiawati and Giska Adella and Siti Sophia Andini. So I am Giska Adella. I would like to explain the brief introduction to digital literacy. So digital literacy is essential for the 21st century generation. English as a global lingual franca play a key role in this context to facilitating the delivery for digital literacy across borders. The integration between English and advances in information and communication technology, or ICT, can lead to enhancing digital literacy and enable limitless access for gaining knowledge wherever and whenever through tools such as mobile phones, computers, and digital platforms that provides educational resources. In the 21st century, digital literacy has become an indispensable skill, which significantly increases convenience and efficiency, especially in the field of education. In addition, English as a universal language with the advancement of information and communication technology plays an important role in facilitating digital literacy. Therefore, educators in the 21st century must be provided with strong digital literacy skills in order to effectively navigate and utilize technology in their educational activities. ICT's tremendous ability to cut across time, place, and is demonstrated by the shift from traditional in-person instruction to online learning. So the next material will be presented by Annisa Sulistiawati.
Okay, today I will explain about findings, the importance of digital literacy and 21st century competent development for pre-service English teachers, the empowering pre-service English teachers with details, integrate technology into training, approach 1, explore tools, 2, focus on specific touch, 3, embed throughout the program, 4, use blended or online methods. The goal is competent, teach-savvy teachers. And the second is integrating technology for English teaching. Challenges in integrating technology, issues in Indonesia. First, limited access to touch. Second, teachers lack ICT skills. So, first, empowering pre-service teachers means integrating digital tools into their training. These tools include things like learning apps, presentation software, online collaboration platforms, and even video editing tools for creating interactive lessons. Teachers can explore a variety of these tools, focus on specific technologies, or learn how to embed them into their teaching program. Using blended or online also enhance their skills. The goal is to ensure and confidently use digital tools to make teaching more engaging and effective. And talk about the second, that's why we can talk about challenges in Indonesia when integrating technology into teaching. Many schools have limited access to technology and some teachers lack ICT skills. A study in Gorontalo highlighted these barriers and recommended training programs help teachers use ICT effectively. However, more studies are needed in areas like Parepare, South Sulawesi to address specific local issues and provide better solutions. The next will be delivered by Andy.
Next findings is strengthening English teaching practices through collaboration with technology. Incorporating technology into English language teaching fosters innovative and engaging learning experiences, particularly through blended learning. Now, what is blended learning? A teaching strategy that merges the best of two worlds. Online tools let students learn independently at their own pace. And through activities like grammar, exercise, vocabulary game, or virtual reality experiences. In the classroom, students develop a speaking and communication skill, group discussion, role-playing, and teamwork. This mix helps them apply what they learn online in real-world social setting. By using technology this way, we create engaging, learner-focused environments that prepare students for the global world. For the example is, in an Indonesian high school English class, the teacher implements a blended learning approach to improve students' English proficiency. Students are assigned tasks on a platform like Ruang Guru or Google Classroom. They also use a language app like Duolingo to practice vocabulary and pronunciation at their own pace. In week, during the in-class session, the teacher organized a group discussion where students share their thoughts about the articles, practicing both critical thinking and speaking skills. The next will be presented by Giska.
So the next findings is fostering holistic learning in English education through digital for the 21st century. By integrating digital literacy, LT programs can create global citizens who are proficient in English and prepared to navigate a diverse and interconnected world. Educators also need to adapt by using innovative strategies, promoting digital citizenship, and fostering critical thinking skills in digital context in order to foster a holistic approach. So by integrating digital literacy into English language teaching programs, educators can prepare students to be citizens who are proficiently in English and equipped to navigate a diverse interconnected world. This involves teaching students how to use digital tools effectively, understand online communication, and engage responsibly in digital spaces. Educators need to adapt their methods by incorporating innovative strategies that promote digital citizenship, encouraging ethical online behavior, critical thinking, and media literacy. By doing so, they create a more holistic learning environment that addresses both language skills and the competency needed for success in the digital age. So the next material will be delivered by Andim.
The next is conclusion. In conclusion, digital literacy holds immense potential to revolutionize 21st century education, particularly in empowering pre-service English teachers to learn more effectively. However, the integration of ICT into education still faces significant challenges, such as limited access to resources, inadequate training, uneven teacher proficiency levels. To address this issue, reforms in teacher education programs are crucial by emphasizing the practical application of technology and fostering critical thinking, adaptability, and digital citizenship skills. We can equip future educators with the tools they need to navigate and excel in a teach-driven educational landscape. And ultimately, by bridging these gaps, we can create an inclusive and innovative educational environments that prepares both teachers and students for success in the modern world. Okay, maybe that's all from us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So the next presentation will be presented by Group 6. Time is yours. Matiin.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are from the last group, and today we would like to present our topic on English digital literacy in the 21st century. Okay, next. Okay, next. Before we begin, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Indah and I'm joined by my group members. The first Saika Wanita, the next Alivia Zakia, and the last Parigilang. Okay, thanks. Let's begin our presentation. It's Start by Me. Introduction. Digital literacy has evolved beyond reading and writing, encompassing digital and media literacy. Technology plays a crucial role in education, bridging the gap between socioeconomic disparities. The report aims to equip students with critical thinking, creativity, expression, and responsible digital citizenship skill. Okay, next. Okay, next. Olivia. Okay, next scope of the report. This report focused on the intersection of digital literacy and English language learning in the 21st century. It explored the following key areas. The first, evolving definition of literacy and its implication for education. The next, the role of the technology and new media enhancing English language learning. The next, the challenges and opportunities associated with integrating digital tools into English language classroom. The next, the development of effective assessment strategies to measure digital literacy skill in English language learning. The need for ongoing professional development for teachers to stay current with technology advancement. Okay, next material will be presented by Sheikha Konita Tika. Time is first.
Okay, thank you, Indah, for the time and opportunity that given to me to continue the materials. Sorry, next slide. Okay, the evolving landscape of literacy. Digital literacy has evolved significantly alongside technological advancements, giving rise to digital literacy. This involves navigating digital environments, evaluating online information, and communicating effectively. There are three key principles of digital literacy that we need to understand. The first is access and evaluation, which is finding and critical assessing information for accuracy and credibility. Second is digital creativity, where we use digital tools to create and share content effectively. Third, digital security and ethics focus on protecting personal data, avoiding cyber threats, respecting copyrights, and encouraging responsible online behavior. Sorry, next slide. And here's the opportunities and challenges in digital literacy. Alongside these principles, digital literacy also brings significant opportunities. First is global e-commerce allows business to connect with customers worldwide, driving economic growth. The second, the rise of digital professionals such as a content creator, social media managers, and digital marketers offer new career opportunities relevant to the modern world. Additionally, universal access to inform enhance global competitiveness, while mastering digital skills improve employability and adaptability in this digital era. However, behind these opportunities lie challenges that must be addressed. One of the biggest challenges is limited access to technology, particularly in underserved areas. Moreover, we face risks such as fake news, cyberbullying, and the misuse of technology, which, if left unchecked, can hinder the progress of digital literacy. Lastly, many people need to be made aware of the importance of digital literacy, highlighting the need for collective effort to raise awareness. By understanding the evaluation, opportunities, and challenges of digital literacy, we can maximize the benefit of technology while addressing its risks. And this will help build a more informed, responsible, and global competitive society. Okay, next slide will be explained by Farel Gilang. Time is yours.
Thank you very much, Rika, for the opportunity. And
on this slide, I will present you the role of technology in English language learning. So the first is technology serves as language learning apps. They provide interactive exercises and games like those from Duolingo to practice vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation through many lessons. And they also give you quizzes and speech recognition to practice your English in a more advanced technology level. And the next is online language course. The online language courses is provide structured learning programs featuring video lessons, quizzes, and discussion forums. Platforms like Coursera and edX, they offer a range of English language courses from beginner to advanced levels. So we don't need to worry about this online language courses because they serve a very levels for us, the ELLs or the English language learners, and the courses are being taught by experts. And the last role is to serve as digital textbooks and e-readers. Technology need to provide access to various texts and reading materials such as eGranary. eGranary is a digital library solution for communities with limited or no internet, and it offers offline access to extensive educational resource. And for all of these fundings, we need to implement a strategies. And the first strategies is to introduce it into school curricula with hands-on technology projects. And the second strategy is to collaborate with stakeholders from big parties to improve access to technologies, educate families, and spread our awareness. And the next is leverage social media and learning application of digital literacy. And the last strategy is train teachers in using digital tools. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now we move to conclusion. The conclusion that we made is digital literacy is a fundamental skill for success in the 21st century. By integrating technology into English language learning, educators can create a more engaging and effective learning experience. And to address the challenges and maximize the opportunities that we have, it is very essential to provide equitable access to technology, invest in teacher training, develop a more comprehensive curriculum, and implement innovative assessment practices. Now we move to the next presentation, my friend Olivia. Olivia, the time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, File. So here we have recommendations to address these challenges and maximize the benefits of digital literacy. Recommend the following. For the first one is policymakers. So we recommend them to prioritize digital literacy in education policies and allocate sufficient funding for technology infrastructure and teacher training. Second, for educators, utilize technology for engaging learning experience. They have to embrace technology as a tool for enhancing teaching and learning and seek out professional development opportunities. Third, for schools, support technology-based learning environment. So they should create supportive learning environments that encourage the use of technology and promote digital citizenships. Fourth, there is for students. So they should develop critical thinking and responsible for digital citizenship skills. So they should be actively engaged with technology, develop critical thinking skills, and use digital tools responsibly. And the last but not least is for researchers. Conduct further studies on technology-based education.
innovations to address these issues, public education, content monitoring, and improved digital literacy and training are essential. Okay, next is, yeah, in the end of this meeting today, let's inspire the next generation of digital citizens by providing them with the tools and knowledge they need to succeed. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope this presentation has inspired you to embrace the potential of digital literacy. That's from us. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone, that's it about our topic for today. Thank you for all your attention and presentation. So let's say Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. So the last thing,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.